All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome to today's stream. So today we are flying a very interesting plane, in my opinion. A330neo 900 in this Itarro livery. And yeah, the one of the most interesting fact about this plane is that is completely free. Yeah, you have to pay literally nothing to get it. It's based on the fly-by-wire. I'm not sure if you need. I mean, if you still need a fly-by-wire, but I don't think so. I think it's independent now. We will check in cruise maybe. But yeah, either you have to install the fly-by-wire and then this. The plane is the headwind simulation A330, of course. And yeah, today we're gonna fly it in Italy. Short flight. I mean, not short flight. It's a 300 miles flight, something like that. Very interesting airport, Catania. What the fuck is that? What a sec. I need to check stuff. Why am I don't know why my NordVPN stuff turn off every time now. Okay. Reload. Okay. So, there we go. So this is the flight. This is the plane. I'm really curious. It's a long time I don't fly it. Actually, I can't tell you precisely. So last time I flew this plane was in 2020, first of all. MSFS 2020. And was the... Oh my god, my ears are terrible as always. Okay, never mind. Yeah, 1 year ago. 1 year ago. Okay, more than 1 year ago. And yeah, of course, it's the first time I fly it in 2024. So what we want to see, it's the experimental version of the plane. I want to see the flight model, of course. Was kind of struggling to fly this plane, fly-by-wire, all the fly-by-wire basically. Because I'm used to the Phoenix when we're talking about this type of cockpit here, or let's say auto trim stuff.
Traffic November 7252 Papa established on the island runway
Okay.
16.
And this flight quite different from the fly. I mean, I don't know, from the Phoenix. We will see today. Hopefully in 1 year it's quite different now. I don't know, but we will check. Okay. Something I can already see is that this is not working properly, so you can switch from off to 1 and 2. You can just go to from off to 2, and this is a problem shared with the fly-by-wire, of course. Okay, and also one thing I don't like from the of the fly-by-wire at all is that the MCDU is synced and appear to be synced even here. Okay, so we have the classic fly-by-wire problem even here, but it's fine. One difference is that we have we can at least, I mean, even in the fly-by-wire you could, but it's quite complicated. Here is quite easy, honestly. I really like it. Okay, import from SimBrief. I already linked my account. This is okay, of course. How they can talk is... Ooh. Wow. There's a DC free?
Intention is fully established on the island 1 right, and we do intend to land on that.
Okay. I think this DC6 is diverting to Rome. I don't know why. Oh, that's very interesting actually. Let me see one thing. Oh boy. What's this weather? DC3, try to land? No, he didn't even try to land in... yeah, you have a wrong flight plan, of course. Okay, never mind. Alright, so... let's see how this stuff work. So we should have... first of all, service, what we have... do we have stairs? Oh wow, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, touch everything. Okay. Wow, so many passengers. So fuel is 18.7. I have extra fuel, so that's why. Okay, I can't really switch page. Okay. So, okay, it's already there. That's great. Refuel time can be real, of course. Let's go. This is refueling. Payload. This is already set, right? Yeah. The refuel weight, it does match. Yeah, precisely. Begin boarding. Okay, as the fly-by-wire, we have the music. Everything is identical in the sound-wise here. 1000 here. Okay. It's a classical. I mean, the A330 is basically identical to the A320 philosophy-wise. Even the real one. This is probably more similar because it's again it's based on an A320. Airtref. Okay, cost index, that's correct. Okay, I have to do this.
Traffic with 489 vehicles and 8801 static pushback.
Okay, with the waves behind us is going. Let me increase some. Yeah, was something from the early period of the fly-by-wire. Every single screen was really dark and you have to do it manually, but now in the fly-by-wire is fixed. That stuff here is still here. Here is still here. Yeah. Okay. So, a reminder: this is not an A320. This is an A330neo, and it's a completely free plane for your sim if you want it. Okay, that's cool. Okay, procedure-wise, you know, Rome is very complicated if you don't. Wow. Okay, I have to check about this. I have no idea why it's switching off every time. Okay. Sorry, but yeah, that's kind of annoying, of course. Shouldn't work like that. Let me check again. Okay, now it's on somehow. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, ROM can be quite complicated because you have transition. But yeah, today we have the Xibrin 8 Bravo departure, running to 5, of course. To Pepix, or not to Rot. No, to Xibrin and then Roto 8. Of course, Navigraph is not showing you the transition chart. So you have to, if you want to check those, you have to found them manually, and this is the chart we have. We can also pin it, of course. Okay, check again this NordVPN. Wow, look at that.
And Roma traffic, November 7252, Papa, runway 16 left, vacated.
Okay, never mind. I will check off stream, of course, why is not working at all. Let me try something. Pretty weird, honestly. Maybe it's just today, I don't know. Let me see, Nord. Down. Wow, now he's on. Yeah, I think there is some issue. I think it's on them. Yeah, also, I have no idea what to do, honestly. But now it's on. Okay, we will see. Okay, let's go. So we said departure to 5 Xibril 5 Alpha. Sorry, Xibril 8. What? Hmm. What the fuck? Ah, what? No, run is wrong. Now I realized. Now seems to work, I don't know. Whatever, I mean. Yeah, wrong runway. I just realized, yeah, of course it's running to 5, not runway 16, right? I have no idea why SimBrief scheduled me that. This is very wrong. So Seabreed 5 alpha. Okay, rotor 8 alpha. Okay, I'm not gonna change. I'm not gonna check the. I mean, it's the same. Okay, it's okay. That's fine. So departure runway 25. Erase. Oh my god. 25. Seabreed 5 alpha. Roto 8 alpha. Insert. Okay. Now we're talking. Let me set it up also in my Navigraph on the iPad. There we go. Okay, I would say. Wow, it's still boarding, even if it's fast. Okay. It's very interesting, to be honest. What? Let's check. Well, there's a plane behind us. Ah, okay, it's the Widzi. Widzi, be ready to get out of the way because, yeah. That's a very interesting. Ah, but this is the DC. It's a. Okay.
Alpha and Bravo. 2 men.
Ah, no, it's him. Yeah, it's the DC 3. Ah, of course, because it doesn't have the flight plan. So he's showing me, as you know. Classical. 2024 problems not showing properly. Okay, it's not really 2024. It's that we don't have a DC3 in the FSLTL, which is a shame, to be honest. DC3, DC6 are a legendary plane that should be there every time. But anyway, it's not the case. I like the knob here. Philosophy. Are we finished here? Almost. IRS. Okay, IRS aligned. Then APU. Really okay, thank you. To hear the APU sound. And also. Because sound is very good in this plane. They have a very nice sound package. Okay. QNH.
Gentlemen from the flight deck, on behalf of myself, your captain, the first officer, and cabin crew, I'd like to take this time to welcome you aboard our flight. We're just wrapping up some paperwork up front here and waiting to receive final numbers from the ground crew, then we'll be on our way.
Should
Flight crew will
climb.
be coming through the cabin shortly with a very important safety briefing. We do ask that you give them your full, undivided attention as they review the safety operations of this
3,000 at least. I'm gonna go 6,000.
Business having you aboard this flight. If there's anything
Flight
you do to make
director,
this
flight
flight more enjoyable,
director.
please don't
This is
hesitate
not
to
a
ask.
correct, of
Welcome
course.
aboard.
Ah, yeah, of course, we don't have performance calculation. Oh, actually. This is cool. Okay, wow, we don't have takeoff. Ah. Okay. Yeah, this is not the best, of course. You can use SimBrief, which we're gonna do. But wow, they have landing calculator and not takeoff. Usually it's the opposite, but whatever. Very interesting. Populate from last flight. Yeah, that's correct. Gross weight. Yeah, that's fine. Toga flex. Auto. Calculate. Okay, so flaps 52, 137, 1371, 42. Okay, let's go. Oops. Let's go here. Performance. I don't remember at all what we just saw, but flaps 1. Yeah, the problem, of course, is that we don't have any trim. This is the same in the fly-by-wire, so you don't have trim setting. I'm gonna use trim 0, of course, but yeah, this is something which is not the best, of course. But yeah, whatever. Especially if you are very heavy. 137, 137, 142. What the fuck am I doing? I don't know. 137, 142, right? Yeah. So yeah, first problem for me is that we don't have any takeoff. Yeah, performance calculation. Yeah. For me, it's already a super red flag. It's already not even sufficient. Let's say from 0 to 10 is already a 5. Because, yeah, performance calculation is so important. In a plane like this is so important because you need to know the trim. In the A320, okay, you wouldn't have super strange trim setting overall. In the A330 is a bit different, but yeah, whatever. Whatever, okay? APU is running, APU bleed, and let's go here. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Cool that we have a pushback tool. Remove this. Ground power unit removed. I think chokes is automatic here. Okay, yeah, it's gone. Okay. So let me see. Okay, we're gonna push back on Kilo. From traffic, Itaro 1733, pushing back on Kilo. Okay, let's go. But yeah, of course, as any of fly-by-wire headwind products, given the fact they are completely for free, yeah, the quality is very high actually. Okay, parking brake, disengaged, beacon light, transponder. Okay, and okay, let's enjoy the sound. The sound is pretty cool in this plane. All right. Oops. Starting this. Let's hear it. If it's good as I remember. Oh yeah. You have a lot of bass. Yeah, it's not bad. They did definitely a lot of work on this. Oh yeah. For sure way better than the other A330, you know. Default one, A320, A330. Sound wise are quite terrible. Oh, I think it was still yeah, I think it was still starting. Maybe not. No, it's fine. What a sound. Wow. This sound, yeah, it's... We will see on takeoff, but... Yeah, for now it's incredible. How many people there are on Rome? Oh, I didn't find the flight plan. That's great. Oof. Okay. Let's go. Done. Yeah, for the rest you operate it exactly as an A320. That's also cool. I mean, I think every single person that uses 2024 knows how to operate an A320 at this point, so You have a free access, basically. You don't have to study. And it's free. Okay. After start.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Flaps 1. Look at this flap system. Wow. Very cool. I remind you, we're flying the headwind. A330neo is the first time from January 2025, so 1 year ago. It's the first time I fly it again. It's the very first time I fly it on 2024. My very first flight, my very first reaction, of course, we have to do this. Zero fuel weight, CG. Zero fuel weight, 172.3, 20.9er. 172. Point. Oops. This is not a point. 20.9er. Okay, takeoff speeds are too low. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's see what the plane is suggesting me. It's suggesting me nothing. These are, of course, takeoff speed calculated from the SimBrief official performance calculator. We don't have any performance calculator on the plane itself. I'm gonna trust them. I'm gonna trust them. Yeah, they look indeed a little bit low to me. Because I don't think I can. Yeah, the problem is that once you have set them up, you can't really delete them, and also as a consequence, you can't have the VSP suggested by the MCDU. Okay. So we are gonna taxi Whiskey Zulu. Ooh. Whiskey Zulu. No, Whiskey Alpha. Bravo. Oh, I touch flaps. From traffic, Itaro 1733 taxiing Whiskey Alpha and Bravo running to 5. Ah, look at the width there. Okay. Landing light, sorry, taxi light on. APU can be off. Max here. Arm this. Let's go. Parking brake released. What a sound. Wow. What a sound. Yeah, I remember that this plane had an incredible sound design. Okay, slow down because it's a very big plane. It's a very big plane actually, for sure. Very good range. Yeah, again, the big problem until now is that we don't have any... Okay, takeoff config, of course, is not liking my speed. Yeah, that's obvious. Do we have weather radar in this one or not? Terrain for sure, because we have sim links. Yeah, maybe. Okay, should be working actually. Yeah, that can be definitely a problem. We're not gonna get any takeoff config norm of today, of course. But yeah, wow, 137. It's also the profile. I mean, it's the headwind profile. It's not a random A330neo. It's the headwind profile. So yeah, terrain is not. Doesn't really look to work. Wait a sec. I want to see if Simlink is actually running, because you need to run Simlink in order to have terrain in the fly-by-wire family. Even if you know this is not really a fly-by-wire, but okay. In the meantime, let's try to follow proper taxi path, maybe. It's running. Okay, then we should have terrain. That's very interesting. Okay, terrain is not working. I think was working in 2020, to be honest. I'm pretty sure. Okay, close that. So, yeah, we do have a problem for sure. Our problem is that these speeds are not, probably not correct. And, yeah, the plane is not letting me to adjust those. Format error, and I have no way to delete them. If I do this. No, format error. Oh, wait, we have to turn here, slow down. I can't set up random with speeds. No, I don't think there is any way for us to do it today. I think we will have to take off with I wouldn't say wrong again, because I don't know. Actually, I don't know. Was flaps 1, right? Yeah, flaps 1, 137, 137, 142. There was a yeah, there is a plane lining up. Not talking. Yeah, don't do this again. When I see people like this, I always report to you. Let's say, not report to supervisor, but yeah, don't behave like this on VATSIM. We are in free traffic on ground. You have always to report if you are lining up and taking off into a runway, and if you are full established. At least, as always, these two stuff. Please report those, because now I could do like this, and yeah, would be I mean, very interesting. So yeah, that's very annoying. I know that I really don't like. I have no idea why people come. And this is, I mean, so many people does it. Why are you in a ATC server if you don't use ATC? Incredible. Incredible. We're sure to get to Rome after this Baron plane, but I'm not sure at this point. Okay, so... But if I... Okay, I think the plane's gonna hate me quite a lot. But yeah, I don't have any solution. I think we just have to take off with those speeds. What you can do, because the problem is that I set those in the MCDU before checking the MCDU speed. If you click, if here is empty and you click this button, I mean, free button that are linked with V1, V2, and VR. Sorry, V1, VR, and V2. You're gonna get the speed value, which is your MCDU speed, basically. And as I told you already, there is no performance calculation here. There is for landing. This is very rare to me, but not for takeoff. Okay. What? In the A? Oh yeah, of course. What the fuck? No. What was that? This page is only available if our VATSIM is selected as ATC sort in setting page. VATSIM. Okay. ATC traffic data. VATSIM, I don't know. Where on that, right? So now I do it then. Yeah. This is a cool function. So basically, I mean, all fly-by-wire products and Edwin, of course, as well. You can check the available frequency online, which is very useful if you have to if you're panicking. You have to yeah, you have to. Oh, I can't talk today. You have to change frequency all of a sudden, especially in the A320 or A330, in which you can't dial the frequency, but you have to use the knob, which is very stupid to me. But whatever. There is a plane on final, which is not talking on frequency as well. Okay. Cabin is not ready, by the way. Ah, no, here you have to press. Okay. Cabin ready. So, yeah, the plane's gonna ring to us really badly when we start rotating. One thing we can try, actually, is... Let's try to calculate with the TOLIS. Wow, it doesn't change. Oh wow, it's so convinced about that. Not in VFR. Wow. What? Ah no, because it... Why did it change my... Wait a... I don't know. Whatever. Okay, we're finally here. Road traffic, Itaro 1733 lining up, taking off, running to 5. Alright, let's go. Running to nothing. Stropes. There's a traffic there, as you can see it. What? Why am I braking? Landing lights, takeoff lights. 6 left. Okay, no problem for us. Okay, now don't worry if you hear strange ring alarm stuff. It's because my V-speed are not probably correct. I'm really curious to see anyway what will happen. If you're gonna stall the plane or what. Okay, let's go. 40%. Wow, what a sound, by the way. Brake release. Flex SRS, runway auto thrust blue. A lot of crosswind. V1 rotate. Yeah, okay. Positive rate. Ooh, gear up. Wow, it's super. Okay, let me try the flight model a bit. Super solid. Okay. Autopilot. Wow, I didn't expect that kind of flight model, to be honest. Look at here. Rome, Fiumicino Airport. Lever climb. Thrust climb. We do have a speed constraint. Ooh, the plane's gonna climb like a monster, of course. I'm gonna maintain flaps. I mean, let's go direct to receiver. Do we have a beam here? No. It's exactly as the fly-by-wire. Okay, acceleration. In this case, big check flaps up. Okay. There we have Fiumicino Airport appearing. There we have it. And we're going to Catania in Sicily. We're going to do a very interesting approach. Very, very interesting. We're gonna approach from this side, so we're gonna overfly this mountain area. We're gonna see the volcano Etna. It's gonna be very cool. Etna volcano. It's very noisy, right? Yeah. Oops. I think I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit. Okay, so is this something? Okay. On the climb, let's go 21,000 feet. This can be switch auto. And this, and like that. So yeah, this speed, let's say, probably they were low. Yeah, of course we were very light, so the plane was extremely powerful on this takeoff. So as you, I rotated 137. I checked like 1 second and a half, 2 seconds after rotation, I was already 160. So yeah, we were extremely powerful on takeoff today. And the plane is very, let's say, with this stick reactivity configuration, which is the same I use for the fly-by-wire, for the A380, for every plane basically, 777. I'm talking about big planes. A default A330. It felt very heavy. Very, very different from the A320neo. And also very different from the A380, to be honest. We will see on approach. You know, my main problem with this kind of product is the flare. Doing a flare is not easy at all. Do we have terrain here? No. We don't have terrain, okay. Acceleration. Let's go direct to Rotun. Search. Doing a flare is not, I mean, not really doing a flare. Programming a flare probably is not that easy at all. So, as I told you, every time my muscle memory, when we are talking about planes that have auto trim, which basically A320 family, it's on the Phoenix, of course. So yeah, I kind of struggle to land every other single plane that is not a Phoenix if you're talking about auto trim, because with a 737, for example, the philosophy in which you use to approach is very different. You should use a lot your throttle to control the pitch, and not really your stick. So you're using your stick basically only, not only in the flare, but with a lot of relevance, let's say, on the flare itself. So, but we will see. I mean, I'm really curious. We are here to test it again. This is the first flight I do with the plane since 1 year. It's the first flight on 2024. And why are we? I think we're still turning. Oops. Sound-wise is incredible. Here also the change from wing view, I mean behind the wind and in front of the wind. Probably it's gonna... Yeah, of course this is not the best. I'm just testing the sound. Okay, it doesn't really feel to change a lot. But yeah, they are doing... I mean, considering that we don't even have a cabin, they are definitely working on the sound. So, yeah, cabin sound Sorry, cockpit sound, cabin sound is different. Ahead of the wind. Behind the wind is even another one. That's really cool. I mean, it's a very good sound package, to be honest. Especially also compared to some... Oops. I didn't want to do that, of course. Compared to some payware plane. Should disappear, right? I think so. Never mind, anyway. And again, this is a completely free plane. And now that we are flying, I think we're gonna give a check to their website to see a bit. Why not? I mean, headwind simulation. See if there is any news. So, but this is the website, of course. You just have to press download via installer, and it's very similar to the fly-by-wire installer. It's basically identical. And yeah, this is here since long time. So they had the intention to do also the a Neo 800, basically. Let me see what they say about this. Discover upcoming news, blah blah blah. Okay. And also they want to do the CEO, the A330-300. But this is here since long time, to be honest. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Stable version. Oh wow, we do have checklist here. Sim briefer frame. This is cool. I think it's the same that we have there. Yeah, every time it would be great to have some. Maybe in GTab we have some changelog information. Maybe not. It's every time quite hard to find out how is the status. Based on fly-by-wire, customized system, open source, SimRiff integration, aviation. Yeah, the main thing, let's say, about this plane is really based on fly-by-wire, which means that if the fly-by-wire is not doing huge updates, this one will not have any big one either, of course. So that's the only, not the only downside, but yeah, that's pretty clear. I mean, but overall, you know, fly-by-wire works pretty well. So I still don't get why they still have this MCDO synced, even if in the A380 is not synced at all. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I really want to do a long haul with this plane, to be honest. Question: who is flying? There is also some. If you check, wait a sec. Oh boy. If you check the headwind simulation up, which is this, so there is also livery. Yeah, it's really okay. Air Belgium, Delta, I guess. Condor, they like Condor liveries a lot. Release note. Well, look at this. So this one, okay. I have the version number 9. I have the pre-release version number 9. But let's see it from the last year. So last time I flew was January 2025. So here. So we don't have any changelog there. Let's see what they added. In December, okay. Updated copy 3D model. New sound callouts, okay. Measure CPDLC integration will be on the ATC. MSF, okay. Fly-by-wire core module updated. Okay, yeah, this is the core module again. Flight model enhanced based on community feedback. That's very cool. So we have a new flight model. You want to allow the radio altitude, remove PTU sound on related EFB option. Okay. Refueling. Update, okay, then. You can have some repetition, but I'm using the 0.9er Alpha 1 version. I think it's just based on the developer version of the fly-by-wire, because even in fly-by-wire, well, I can show you, of course. Even with fly-by-wire, I'm using the developer version, as you can see. So as you can see, December 2025 was the update of fly-by-wire, and December 2025 was the update of that. As I told you, it's really related to each other. So this is... Oh, wait a sec. Okay, this is not running. Let me try something. Maybe it's this. I mean, I should have both. Let's see. No. Okay. Because, you know, to have terrain in the fly-by-wire, you need the SimLink working, which previously was basically the same system. But now, for what I saw, Headwind have a custom one. So, oops. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why is not working properly the terrain. Wow. Are we gonna arrive before him? Yeah. Wow, 10 minutes already. Yeah, Baron can't beat an A330neo. And we still have to accelerate a bit, I guess. Oh, wow, yeah, Mach 0.82 for cruise. Oh, yeah, we definitely have to accelerate. Okay, top of climb, top of descent in the same area. Of course, we need to set up our arrival procedure. Let's do it now. So we got the running to 6. Running to 6. Libro 1 hotel arrival to Tokla. From Tokla. Wow. They... what? Yeah, not that happy to do an air nav approach, honestly, today. They don't have any ILS approach in for running to 8 in Catania. Wow. Incredible. Okay, will be air nav, of course. I'm not happy to do it because... yeah, when I test a plane first time, I prefer to... you do an ILS to see how it's the status. The state of the art. But whatever, I mean, will be so... okay, below altitude constraint here. I don't think we can play too much with direct because we have the Etna. We have also this terrain here, so yeah. From Libro maybe we can go direct to Charlie 404, but not that sure. I think we're just gonna stay with those constraints. And then Arnav Yankee runway 26. Alright. Arnav Binav. 470 our minima. Okay. Well, I'm kind of surprised. I didn't know that they don't have ILS on runway 26. So Arnav Yankee 26. Libro 3 Mike. No, Libro 1 hotel. Libro 1 hotel. Via Tokla. Inserts. Okay, let's see if we have a new... yeah, we got a new top of descent. Great. Pretty cool though. I mean, I really like the plane. Let's see. I mean, let's see. In the end of the, I mean, for now, the only major problem is that we don't have a performance calculator. That's a major problem, to be honest. Again, not really for a flight like this. Yeah. Also, we have to consider this. So I was a little bit struggling to rotate the plane. But yeah, we have to consider that we didn't have trim settings. That can be a problem if you're flying a very heavy plane. So yeah, not the best for sure. It's a plane pretty high. Wizz Air Malta to Bologna. Oh wow, the Baron disconnect. He got scared by us. No, I don't know. Yeah, we would have arrived way before him, so. The weather in destination. Few clouds, 300. Okay. I remind you, this is gonna be a very interesting approach. We're gonna see the volcano Etna. Hopefully, if there is no. Maybe I can show you a proper view of this. Okay. I can close this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, this is kind of the approach. No, it's not really the approach we're going. Why it's so different? Ah, wait a sec. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit different indeed. This is Volcano Etna, and we're gonna approach and then do a kind of a traffic pattern. Can we get any direct? Yeah, we can go direct to Bekiv. Let's go. Let's go. Wow, well, we're gonna get there very fast. Look at the tailwind. We're doing 531 knots of ground speed at the moment. Nothing incredible, but yeah, we're going pretty fast. It's a long time I don't land in Catania. What's that? Hello, the audio issue problem should not be resolved. VATSIM power may need to reconnect if audio is still not working. Okay. Okay. So yeah, but still I think I will follow the procedure. Yeah, because Sicily is quite hilly. As you can see here, we're gonna have some terrain, so let's just follow the procedure and the vertical path, I mean. Oh, the plane is kind of struggling to climb. Or not, maybe not. I mean, we are here since forever. I mean, we are super light on top of that. Not super light, but we are light for sure. Look at that. Where is the compass on the A300? This is lights, right? There is no strange compass deploy. Maybe down here. I don't know. Maybe it's not there because of the model of the cockpit. No, yeah. Let's say the quality wise, this plane, again, there is this problem of performance calculator, which I don't like, of course. Also because the sim brief one is not the best for this plane apparently. But yeah, other than that, the overall quality is quite higher compared to the default plane. I'm talking about all the inhibits and default, of course, and the 7.8 and 7.4. Sound package is way better, way better. The default sound pack of this plane is great. System is fine. You know, the only thing I don't like about the fly-by-wire is that the MCDO is linked. Other than that, the system are very good. Yeah, don't expect high fidelity plane, but it's very good. We have no. Okay, never mind. And the flight model we see. I mean, there is a new flight model apparently. We will see. We will see soon on the approach. We felt again really heavy before. Yeah, we have 10 knots of headwind also. Not destination. Yeah, we're gonna shoot an air now, which is not again the best approach. But as you can see, we do have vertical path. We do have top of descent, top of climb. They should be off. We have VNAV or descent mode in Airbus. Alt star in the meantime. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask as well. I'm really curious. I mean, if the plane works fine today, I will have to bring it back to Rome and maybe do a long haul at some point. I have to do some long haul bringing back some plane. I have some plane around the world. Randomly, there is this. Okay, 777 here, which is gonna be a problem because you can't just go back. I mean, you know that I do real ops, so bring it back to Europe doing real ops. Or maybe I can go to... I have to investigate that. Maybe I can find some shortcut because I want to do the real operation that they do. So Leipzig to Singapore and then I think they go to Bangkok. Yeah, Bangkok, Qatar should be. Or yeah, and then I don't remember, or something like that. Or maybe I can go from Singapore to Shanghai and then Shanghai, Leipzig, back. I will invest. And then I have this 777 in Venice, American airline. Nothing else, I guess. So yeah, I have plenty of long haul stuff to do in case I want to do one. But okay, I think we're gonna descend in 5 minutes, even less. 120, yeah, 5 minutes probably. Before descent. Okay, he's not asking for destination data still. Yeah, the guy with the button just disconnects. Okay. Never mind. Better for us. We don't have to deal with traffic. Yeah, I think... I'm not sure. Maybe this is... I don't know how accurate it is, the cockpit. They changed the throttle, of course. For example, they changed this. You know, in the A320 you have 2 landing lights switch. In the A330 you have 1. So that should be auto, by the way. Oh, wait a second. Which is on as well. I just realized. Wow. Okay, at least it's not retractable as the A3, so it doesn't create any drag. I completely forgot to do the above 10,000 feet checklist. Yeah, okay, external sound is probably not It's really quiet. Which I don't mind, honestly, because sometimes you go to external view, you just got scared, but like this is probably too much. Yeah, what a beauty. Oh, wow. Okay, behind the plane is pretty cool. Look at the crab situation. Wow, so windy in this period. 130 knots of wind outside. Okay, we're gonna descend initially. I guess 21,000 feet is fine, right? Yeah. 21,000 set. Okay, terrain is kind of annoying to not have it. One thing I can try to do is relaunch. Stop. I'm trying to relaunch SimLink. Start. Okay, running. No. For some reason doesn't want to work at all. I don't think I have to set anything. No, I don't think so. Okay, never mind. We're about to descend, yeah. Oh, I see. No, it would be great to have terrain, of course, because we're gonna overfly a hilly area. And, we're gonna fly close to the Etna. To Etna. This is Palermo, right? No. No, it's not here. It's more this way, but it's pretty cloudy. Maybe we can spot Palermo Airport. There is nobody. Maybe, yeah. Let's see this window. Palermo is pretty easy to spot because you have a famous mountain close to the airport, but apparently I don't think we are that close, honestly. No, it's here. No, okay. No, yeah, we should be able to see it, actually. Okay, this bay... Ah, yeah, it's the next one. Probably is there somewhere. Okay, never mind. Never mind also because it's time to descend. Yeah. Increasing the brightness of the screen because it's super dark. Okay, let's go. Classical, 1000 feet per minute initially. Pressure 1002. Ah, no, but not now. Do we have standby? No. Yeah, it's way more interesting approach Catania from the land, from the island basically, than from the sea. Because again, the terrain around, I mean, before getting to Catania is very interesting for me. And there is the Etna, which let's see if we can spot it today. I think so. It's very big. I mean. Also, Catania is a photogrammetry city, if you don't know. It's completely in photogrammetry, which is very interesting, actually, considering it's not that famous. Oops. Hard to say, but... yeah, Palermo should be there. Yeah, should be there. Oh! Top of this, no, sorry, vertical path. Let's go down to 1000 feet per minute. At least. Oh, that's cool. Different from the A320s, telling you how higher you are on the vertical path. Okay, let's go down. Descent. Okay, this is cruise. 300. Alright. We're about to turn, right? Yeah. And we are over Sicily. How long it is there? No? Oh, wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a 240. Sorry, 2,400 meter long runway. Wow. This, I mean, all of a sudden the approach is very scary. Wow, this is the 2667? Hmm. Two 436. Hmm. No. 2436. I don't trust this at all. Even the weather is wrong. Okay, I can. Let me check the wind at least. 260, 10 knots. 263. Yeah, it's an old meter, but it's fine. I mean. Blah blah blah. Okay. Wait. 185.7. Okay, that's great. That's cool. I like that. Overweight procedure? No, I don't think so. At least. Let's see. No. Okay. Flaps full. Upper speed, I have no idea. Reverse? Yes. Auto land? No. What? Approach speed? What? I should tell. Okay. Yeah, of course I can get the approach speed info, but. Okay, performance calculation. QNH 1002. Temperature 15. Wind 260. 10 knots. And 470 the minimum. No, sorry. Yeah, 470 is barometric. Okay. So, 147. Wow. Yeah, auto brake medium, of course. We are fine. We are fine. Looks like we're super high to me, but let's see. We do have a constraint as well of 7,000 feet. Okay, continue descend. We can descend flight level 100. Transition is let's say 8,000 feet. Not sure, but speed mode is fine. Speed on me. Sound is amazing though. I really like the sound. Ah, we have 70 knots of tailwind.
Now would be a good time to wrap up any business you need to take care of as we prepare for our
I'm really curious to see if we can get. I mean, it looks like we're super high to me, but let's see. We should get at 7. Yeah, maybe we're fine. No, maybe we're fine. Yeah, maybe we are fine. Maybe we are okay. So until Libro, flight level 100. After Libro, we can descend 6,000. Not below 3,000 for sure. Okay, 6,000 till Charlie 400. and then so on. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna report to you all the all the altitude constraint. Otherwise, you get mad. Okay. No control today at all. Well, there was nobody on. I mean, there is Malpensa, Linate. Okay, Milano area. That's it. On the turn. Wow, now it's okay. Now it's too quiet, of course. Here is very cool. Here, not really. Too quiet, of course. Even if I don't know, I never flew the A330neo. The A320neo I flew it last week. Well, I mean, I already knew it because it was not the first time, but it's super quiet. Super quiet, incredible. You're very fast, probably. Slow down a bit. Yeah, I don't get why this shouldn't be. I don't know if that's correct. Anyway. Okay. So let's slow down. And yeah, of course, now there was a big wind change. Yeah, we could descend 6,000 already. Let's go. 6,000. 1002. 1002. 1002. Great. Meter. It's still old, right? Yeah. Yeah, view cloud 3000 should be over the airport, of course. Oh well, we can definitely slow down. Well, so much. Yeah, because of course it's considering those speed constraint. At this point, I'm gonna go direct to Charlie 403. Oh wow. What? Really? No, I don't think that's correct, honestly. So turning toward the sea, Etna is right there. Okay, yeah. That's the volcano hiding behind clouds. It's a 3,000 meter high volcano, that one. More than 3,000. 3,500 almost, I guess. Maybe even more. It's 10,870 feet high. Do the math. Should see the airport soon. So yeah, don't be. I mean, pay attention if you're approaching runway 08 in Catania. There is an airport. Can be kind of tricky. There is a military airport quite before Catania. I think I saw maybe twice people landing there instead of the correct one. Is this one? We should be, especially during night, can be kind of strange. That's Catania airport, right? Yeah, that's Catania. I think we are already over the other one. No, never mind. Or maybe that's not Catania. Indeed, it's not. Yeah, as I just told you, this is the airport I was talking about. So don't land here. That's Catania Airport. I mean of course the civil aviation, which still military. This is completely military. This is wow. Look at the Etna. Ooh, wow. Also, I will be ready for the gear down view. Very cool. Yeah, we are below Etna maximum altitude, and yeah, we should slow down descent a bit. Okay. Yeah, that's the military again, and that's Catania, where we are landing today. 2,400 meter runway, very short runway for our plane. Auto brake medium. In case we have manual braking, we are completely fine anyway. Landing lights, seat belts. Turn everything on here. No phones, nothing for our passengers. In case of go around, okay, straight ahead and then right toward the volcano, and then back to the airport. Let's see if we got the go around procedure here. We should, of course, which make the plane VATSIM ready for me. Plane without go around procedure is not VATSIM ready, in my opinion, unless you are able to fly go around very well. But some are nav, so yeah, in that case, I mean, I was saying manually, of course, with DVR or whatever instrument you need. Okay. But in this case, I would go 3000 and wait until we are below the glide. We are not receiving the ILS for now. Oh, wow. Ah, no, of course. What the fuck? It's an earn-out procedure. My bad. My bad. So the final descent will start at Charlie 40. Sorry, 504. Okay. Maybe we can go direct to Tokla soon. There is someone here? No. Okay, but for now descending 3000, and then we're gonna slow down to 110. As soon as we level off. I mean, we can now, of course. Not 210, let's do... Okay, let's do approach. Activate. And speed and manage. Okay. Zoom. 1000 feet per minute. After Tokla we can descend 2000. Okay, this is Charlie 4504. Yeah, we're gonna cut through the procedure, of course, but not now. Still too early. Okay. Do we have wipers? Okay. Yeah, we're not. We are. This is wrong. The vertical path, by the way. We're not. We're not high at all. At all. We are low. If we have to really report it. Alt start. Altitude capturing. Okay, direct. Tokla. Descent 2000. Descending 2000 feet. Speed check. Flaps 1. I think I pressed right. Yeah. Flaps 1. Yeah, of course we're dropping slots. Okay. There we have Etna. Okay, flaps dropping. Oh no, it's the turn. Slowing down. Alright. Now approach. Let's see how he does. Because of course he's a now approach. So we should have vertical deviation here.
2000.
Let's see. I'm really curious if not even sure he's gonna descending it at all. Go around 3000. Okay, go around set. Okay, now the flaps drops. Oh no, not really. Oh, this is the go around procedure, which is cool, of course. Yeah, the only thing we don't have any vertical deviation. Yeah, here there is glide slope, which is not promising at all, of course. In airnav procedure, you should have a glide path. I don't even know if in Airbus you get glide path here. So there is a big chance we have to go visual. We will see. Yeah, big chance. Okay, getting ready. Yeah, I think we will have to go visual, to be honest. Which is kind of annoying because I wanted to see the volcano. No, there is no way it's gonna start descending. First of all, it's too early. On top of that, this is wrong. Of course, you get that 2000 feet deconstraint. Okay, it's not doing the air nav, but this is very interesting. Yeah, this is not the best, of course. Okay, speed check flaps. Choo. Okay. Alright. And speed check. Gear down. That's a very strange attitude, to be honest. That was very strange. The Etna volcano. Yeah, we're gonna go visual. Also because we don't have any other option. I think he lost quite a lot of speed. I get 5 F Charlie 505. We should start descending. I don't think it will happen at all. I see the runway. Go around 3000. Wow, this go around buff is not the best either. It's not gonna send. I'm quite sure. Point 4 miles. Let's see. 0. Lateral deviation? Okay, but not vertical. Okay, never mind. Autopilot off. Let's go down. Yeah, we have the reference. Okay, that was strange. We have the lateral deviation, not the vertical. I'm gonna maintain flight director on, even if it's not reliable at this point at all, as you well know. Speed, check, flaps. 3. Flaps full. And there we have Etna. There we go. Let's go. We have to fly the plane. Not to look the surrounding, also because we are losing the path completely. Not completely, but yeah, a little bit. Okay. The flight model is interesting. Okay, let's try to gain some center line. Okay. So we are completely visual at this point. Okay, there we go. Descending.
100 above.
Like there is a bit of crosswind.
500. Minimum.
Continue.
400. 300.
Okay, following the path here.
200. 100. 80. 70. 60. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. 5.
Touchdown, reverse. Well. Oops. $60, reversing, manual braking. Wow. What a flight model. Very interesting. Wow. Wow, that was very cool actually. Yeah, as you see, nav didn't work, but I mean, as you saw, thumbs up. But flight model was very good. Also the flare. Because yeah, one problem of fly-by-wire plane is that when you're doing the flare, at least for me, all of a sudden the plane is... I mean, first of all, there is a lot of difference between pitch and roll. So the pitch is super reactive. The roll is not. Here was quite okay. So yeah, basically what happens usually is that since I'm used to the Phoenix, when I try to flare a fly-by-wire or also default A320 to be honest, like the Volcano by the way, I used to float because I used to pull too much. And yeah, end up floating a bit. But this one, honestly, I didn't have any problem. That was pretty cool, to be honest. I'm wondering, last time I flew the fly-by-wire. Yeah, I don't remember. This is fly-by-wire, right? Yeah. June. I don't think it was the last time that. But wow, I was super in control. I was feeling like I used to fly this plane way more than once a year. So yeah, overall, again, two problems: no performance calculator for takeoff, so you're not gonna have trim, you're not gonna have V-speeds. V-speeds you got from, sorry, you're gonna have V-speeds from the MCDO. The V-speeds you got from SimRiff are not really in accordance with the plane. And then AirNav wasn't working. We didn't have terrain. But we should have parked here probably. Okay, never mind. But yeah, again, sound package is incredible. Yeah. Okay, never mind the taxi. Yeah, the sound is incredible, just incredible, and the flight model was really good. I mean, of course, I should have fly the plane a little more. But yeah, the first reaction is, wow, what a flight model, very cool, way better. Also, I have to say, way better from the A350. Even if recently the A350 is, I mean, I don't like that stuff, of course. The update on the A350 were quite interesting on the flight model. Where is going this jetway? Okay, let's stop here. Parking brake set. APU is running. Engine off. Okay. Oh my god, the sound is incredible. One of the few planes that shut off the engine properly. Beacon off. Amazing, I mean, really suggested. External power, APU off. Yeah, I don't think the fuel pump system is like that in the A330neo, but who knows? Yeah, I'm wondering now. Last time I flew the fly-by-wire, if it's the case to fly the fly-by-wire, and I think I flew it recently. Well, it's easy to spot actually. Let me see. So plane A330n. Okay, this one I didn't fly it. Maybe it was this. No, okay. January 2024, I don't think so. Okay, Lufthansa definitely not. This is the Inibit. EasyJet? I flew the EasyJet? Yeah. But in November, so... Okay, I didn't fly the fly-by-wire after the last update. Yeah, it's also true that I was using the developer version. But, okay. I want to see the fly-by-wire again at this point. Even if I guess the flight model is custom on this plane. But wow. So yeah, you have to know the plane a little bit. There are some stuff that are not working. But again, good sound, good flight model, good system. ILS probably is working fine. So in most of the airports you're not gonna have any problem at all. The main concern for me, to be honest, is the performance calculator, because again, if you're doing long haul, especially not having the trim setting, I mean, these speeds are okay, you can use the MCDU one, it's gonna be fine, but not having the trim setting is not gonna, again, be the end of the world. But yeah, Okay, so this is it for today. If you have, if you want, if you like, subscribe, and thank you very much for watching. I wish you a nice evening and see you next